overlooked in the pantheon of great rivalries, but this has always been fierce, and both of these teams know if they survive and advance from here, a host of opportunities lie ahead. An iconic venue, Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down the sidelines. Holly?
Guys, things are getting heated down here on the field. As you know, LSU is hosting Ole Miss. Their new head coach, Lane Kiffin, left Ole Miss last year in a very awkward breakup. And you can feel the tension down here on the field. Pre-game warm-ups have been intense, a lot of emotion circling, and I can see Lane Kiffin trying to keep his cool as his LSU Tigers host his old team, Ole Miss, today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Deep in the end zone, it's Paul. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Tigers offense that has the first possession of the game. Hotty-toddy ringing throughout the night the last time these two got together, and Ole Miss won a tight one.
And there was celebrations long after that game at the library, city grocery, big bad breakfast, fans partying well into the night, all off season. And now that they get a chance to get back on and meet up.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Touchdown, Rebels! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick six early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is... It's 7-0. From deep, it's Harris. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. On the run, fires downfield. It's Green. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick six here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick six rattled him a little bit. And if he's out here now seeing ghosts, he's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. You got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Looking for room. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. From the gun, it's Lacey. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Well, it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. They're all over it. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, he gets a positive gain.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
On the run, it's Lacey. Breaks into the open. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground.
And it was amazing to watch Kejuan Lacey take off last year. Like, he was at Missouri the year before, and you're kind of like, he's not that great of a player. All of a sudden, goes to Ole Miss, and you see the speeds, the long stride, the playmaking ability. This was an offense at Ole Miss that was built around him a year ago, and he's back, and I expect him to be fed and fed well.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. And the Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. This is the essence of rivalry games, the big moments that you just say a few words and everybody remembers where they were when it happened. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Hits inside, it's Lacey.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on third and long. Scanning the field, it's Chambliss. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the grab on third down, and that is a rare drop for this guy. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And he had just enough to will that one home. And now the lead is extended a little further.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Run him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. LSU quick to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Finds his man. It's Green. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
It's a new era in Baton Rouge, obviously. Lane Kiffin is the head coach. Garrett Nussmeier gone. Sam Levitt comes in from the portal and ASU. And, David, I mean, does anybody not expect this offense to score 50 points a game, throw it up and down the field? I mean, you've got the match made in heaven, it seems like, between the play caller and the quarterback. This thing should be lights out, I think.
And makes the catch, and he's free. Running inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. Fielded in the end zone, it's Alexander. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They don't need a bunch on second down. To the air, it's Chambliss. Released to the back. With the catch, it's Lacey. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Makes the grab. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Fires for the deep corner. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Splits the uprights right down the middle. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
Coming out with it, it's Harris. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Back to throw, it's Levin. Under pressure, snags it. Completion for the first down, and man, did he take a shot, and I think they're going to tack a little more onto that. So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. Sells the run, wants to pass. He lets one fly deep. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's got the tight end, and he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Just enough time to get off one more snap. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, we could be shaping up for one memorable finish in this Magnolia Bowl. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, 3rd down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll step out of bounds at his own 13-yard line, and that will not go down on the teach tape for kick returns. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. Got some green grass. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
And the Rebels send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Secures it at the 30. Taken down right away. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Looking for a man. It's Levitt. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football. You saw it right there.
Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Hands it off on the counter. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Absolute shank. Missed it. The lead is still 6 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Between the hashes, it's Green. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on the first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
Back to pass, it's Levitt. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Might as well give it to him again. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the 3rd period. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. On the move, it's Lacey. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And for that quarterback, that was a good feeling that turned bad really quickly. He saw cover one. He got excited, taking a shot deep down the field. After he threw it, though, he could see the defender had better positioning than his receiver did, and that ends up being an interception.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there, tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. The handoff. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. The Tigers spend their third and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They give it back to him. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Handoff for Frazier. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on third down. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. No good. Guys, still a 6-point game, but a missed opportunity.
And they trusted him. Even after that last miss, they trusted him again to make it, and he misses again. I don't know how much more trust they'll have in him. Good weather, not a long kick, second miss of the day. We might not see him again.
So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Dropping back, it's Levin. He wants a big play here late. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
What a play call in a 2-minute situation. They find the shot opportunity. They take advantage of it, flipping the field. They've now put themselves in a chance to come back and win this thing.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Right on the end zone. He's got it.
That is how it's done. In the clutch, in the big time, your offense comes up with the big drive, puts points on the board. Now you tell your kicker, go knock this PAT through, take the lead. Nice execution by this offense.
And that extra point was not through. Oh, by the way, it gave them the lead here in the fourth. And now we are set up for quite a finish. Bringing it out. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he...
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And, man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can throw that football, and especially square those shoulders up. Nice job by the defense continuing to pursue, even though he got outside the pocket.
Out wide right, it's Frazier. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. You take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. LSU just trying to run out the final moments. The run inside. It's Berry. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wide receiver. Right side, it's Watkins. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Ole Miss calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. It's 3rd and 5. He leaves it with the back. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. Ole Miss calls its 3rd and final timeout. And they've used their last timeout, and now the offense can start burning the clock. And he got it! Still a 1-score game, and they've got a little breathing room.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big way.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Chambliss. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. Runs through a man, and he might have space. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Sells the run, looking to pass. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Got to find a completion on this one. Still looking to his right. Here's a throw downfield late. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. The Magnolia Bowl goes to LSU as the Tigers take care of Ole Miss. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Conley, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.